Today we're going to review what you can buy in the North Okanagan for $1 million, and we're starting now. I'm Lisa Salt with RE/MAX Vernon Salt Fowler, and today we're going to take a look through the MLS and show you firsthand what's for sale right now for $1 million. Let's jump into the MLS and get started. What I did here is I went through and searched for all the properties in the North Okanagan that have sold between $950,000 and $1,050,000 in the last 90 days. And so that is late 2023 right into early 2024. And we're going to look at the sold listings because anybody could price their house at $1.5 million, and if it sells for $1 million, then it's really not a $1.5 million house, is it? It's $1 million house. We're going to look at what buyers are willing to pay sellers for their homes, and that's why we're going to look at the sold properties and not what's currently on the market, to give you an idea of what realistically you can buy for $1 million in the North Okanagan. We're going to start with this one at 1414 Copper Mountain Court in Vernon. This one is for sale at the foothills, which is the foothills of Silver Star, above North BX and below Silver Star. It was originally listed, as you can see here, at $1.1 million. It was reduced to $999,000 and sold after 102 days for $950,000. It was built in 2004, 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, a 0.18 acre lot. And the total square footage, there's 1,194 on the first level and 1,442 on the second. That's actually 1,194 in the basement and 1,442 upstairs. So 1,442 up here and 1,194 in the grade level entry walk-up basement, and for a total of 2,636 square feet. Let's go in and look at some of the photos of this home. As I said, it's built in 2004. Nice open floor plan, fireplace as you could see in that previous screen, corner pantry, nice big island, the white kitchen cabinetry and into the bedroom. Got the nice, as you could see here, it's got the little bit of a vault, corner tub in the ensuite bathroom. All the countertops in this house were matching. A little bit of use of color, a little bit of not color. And this is on the basement level, so you can see there's a den office, which could also be a bedroom if someone was so inclined. You've got a little summer kitchen here. And in fact, it works into a nice little in-law suite. So they had, in the foothills, you can have legal suites in your basement if you applied for them. Nice outdoor area, exterior, kitchen and fire area. Some of the properties at the foothills have nice big lots. This was one of them. Some of them do not. And this is kind of your view from this one. That's not actually grass. That is just a mat. And looking over to their view out the back there, over to their yard, to their neighbors, and then the view pretty much of both lakes from the front, at least from this part of the deck, and a view over the houses across the street on Copper Mountain. Nice views on this place for sure. That's a little bit of a closer up. You don't actually see that. Couple of drones, there's the floor plans, and that is 1414 Copper Mountain Court, sold for $950,000. Next on our list, number 2, we're going to head up to Silver Star Mountain, and this is right on the mountain. This isn't in the foothills. 9929 Cathedral Drive. It's a half duplex, sold for $965,000. Originally listed at $1,044,000, sold for $965,000 in 5 days. Somebody wanted that house and was probably waiting for it. Built in 2021, 3 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, 1,980 square feet above grade, and that is 1,125 on the main floor and 855 down. Let's take a look at the pictures of this one. You can see it's this side of the half duplex. It's a ski in, ski out location as well, which is really nice. Yeah, you can see right in behind. This is the area that you're purchasing in. Got some really nice drone views here, and right in the middle of winter, it really gives a beautiful scenic view of what you're actually going to be living in the winter, and shows you how you're going to be skiing in and skiing out as well. This was a totally turnkey property. You didn't need to buy anything. Everything came with it. All the furnishings, all the cutlery, all the plates, all the appliances, everything. Which is nice when you're considering purchasing a vacation home. It's probably a vacation home, although you can certainly live up here full time if you're so inclined. Nice, bright with the big windows. Had some nice staging in here as well, as you can see. And you can see where the people come in here for their ski in, ski out access. That's a real nice bonus. Very cool. They've got the open plan here leading into the bathroom from the master bedroom. Really interesting plan. This is the basement floor or the grade level entry floor. Bedrooms, bathrooms, all downstairs. This is your ski locker area. And then of course your hot tub, you have to have that. Garage, beautiful property. 9929 Cathedral Drive, sold for $965,000. Third on our list is 876 Mount Bulman Place. That's up in the Vernon side of Middleton Mountain. It was for sale for $999,990 and sold in 21 days for $994,000. So this is the one that's probably the closest to the $1 million sale. And it's right in town on a regular size lot. So this will give you a really good idea of what type of house you can get for $1 million. Built in 2002, 2 levels obviously, 3 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. 912 square feet on one level, 939 on the next, for a total above grade of 1851, but then there was a further 739 below grade. So there's a basement under it for a total of 2,590 square feet on a 0.19 acre lot. Looking at some photos of this home, you can see it has a nice view over the city, as the homes in Middleton Mountain and Vernon tend to do. You've got this nice living space, very homey. In Middleton Mountain, you're going to be fairly close to your neighbors. You can see here you are in a subdivision, but very nicely laid out, lively staged. Got a little bit of color on the walls here. Hardwood floor, step down. You've got a sunken living room area down here. Then your eating area, open into the kitchen. Nice floor plan, very popular floor plan. Open concept. Kitchen with the butcher block island in it. Nice use of tile and the backsplash. Really pretty house. Nicely staged bathroom, and then you've got the stacker washer and dryer. Certainly lots of room for a family in a house like this. Here we are into the master bedroom with the tray ceiling and into the ensuite. As you can see, a lot of these colors have been updated. As we said, the house was built in 2004. This hasn't been upgraded quite yet, but it still looks nice. Secondary bedroom here and a third. Bathroom upstairs as well. And then we go down here into the basement area. Got a nice rec room, big TV, sunken again into the basement area, into that family room. And they've got this one set up as an office area with a little sitting area as well. And then looks like a sauna and a little bit of an exercise room. Storage, more storage, and your garage. Here's the lower level patio, which is nice as well. Doesn't show very well right now, but eventually you're going to have a beautiful pool in the summertime and a hot tub. When that's all open, it's going to look like this. Hot tub under the pergola. Really nice backyard for sure. Got some pretty pictures here. There's a good overview. You can see where your neighbors are over here and across the road. And then you can see where it sits with the view. And that's a higher view. You're not going to get that from your home. However, it really is quite beautiful. And that's 876 Mount Bulman Place, $994,000. Let's take a break for a moment so that you can like this video and subscribe to our channel, as we're posting new videos like this every single week. On this channel, we give you straight goods on Vernon and the whole Okanagan, our ultimate Four Seasons paradise. Whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days or just curious about the area that we call home, be sure to call, text, or email and just add salt. Number 4 on our list, we're going to go out to Armstrong to 681 St. Anne's Road. We're going to look at an acreage this time. Originally listed at 1.147.5 million. then reduced to $1.0955 million and sold for $999,000. So actually, I have to correct myself. This one is the closest one to sell to $1 million. On the market for 157 days. Nice rancher with a basement, 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms on 4.12 acres. On the main floor, the house was 2,047 square feet, and underneath in the basement, 1,772 for a total of 3,819 square feet. Having a look at this one, you can see it is a true rancher, triple car garage. Very nice. Especially for people if you have mobility issues or want to age in place, this is a perfect home for that. You're kind of 12 to 15 minutes either way into Vernon or into Armstrong. St. Anne's Road is in Spellmachine. It's not really right close to Armstrong though. It's a little bit of a pull to get to either area, but not too bad. Driveway that you're going to have to shovel in the winter time. This kind of shows the floor plan and enter into the main floor. Here you are. Extensive use of color in this house. Got carpets instead of hardwood. Somebody might want to change that out, but everything was in really good shape. Nice vaulted ceilings, good sized kitchen as you can see here, island, and again open to that eating area, and then sliding glass doors to get out to this little deck where you can see the view here. It's not as prevalent. You got a couple of those trees in the way. However, those trees do afford you some privacy as well. The bedrooms and the bathrooms. This is the ensuite bathroom that has had some updating done. As you can see all through here, this is all updated. Nice soaker tub. Secondary bedrooms here, laundry, and then you can see this, lots of room in the garage area, which is nice. And now we're down into the basement with the games room area and the pool table. Nice sitting area here, family room for TV watching. That looks like a super comfy couch. And then you can go outside from that level and get into your hot tub and overlook the view. Also nice. This is the mechanical area, some storage, extra bedroom area with the green carpet. Lots and lots of rooms here. I believe it was 5 bedrooms if I'm not mistaken. There's you can keep your canning or your wine. That might be a cold room area. And then a lot of the acreage was not what you'd call usable. I mean, it is still great for privacy, and that's mostly what this is, privacy acreage. Got a lot of room to park your extra stuff, your toys, have a dog run. Lots of nice features of this home. It's so nice to see an acreage on this list that's right around $1 million because so many of them now have exceeded that. And this is just all the mechanical and the electrical and et cetera, and that is 681 St. Anne's Road, sold for $999,000. Last but not least, we're at 424 Scenic Drive in Coldstream Valley Estates, listed for $1.15 million, reduced to $1.075 and sold for $1.05 million in 204 days. This is an older home, oldest on our list, built in 1979, 6 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms on a 0.27 acre lot, 1,635 square feet above grade, and then 2,111 in the basement for a total of 3,746 square feet in this home. And we'll look at some of the photos of this one. These ones have good sized lots. This is 0.27 of an acre. It's not huge. A lot of the homes at Coldstream Valley Estates do have larger lots. However, this one is still a good size, nice and flat and usable. Like I say, built in 1979, had a few upgrades along the way, obviously. Nice covered deck area. This is going to be your view. You don't quite get to the lake. You might get some glimpses, but you do have a nice valley view in a home like this down on Scenic Drive. You're down at the bottom of Coldstream Valley Estates, and the really killer views are going to come at the top, but they're going to come with a much higher price tag. Nice island in this home leading into the dining area, and then of course here's your, well, I don't know why it went that way and then back here, but anyhow, that was your laundry room. Bathroom, bedroom, updated the paint, and I think some of the flooring as well. Got the nice bedroom with leading out to the deck as well, which is great. This is really handy coming in through to the mudroom. You have all that space to hang coats and shoes, etc. And here's the suite in the basement. Really nice, obviously done at a later date. Coming through in here into a family room, or for a suite it would be the suite's living room actually. You can see how it all fits in here. Got the nice new flooring. I mean, it's a really, really nice suite. Whether they're using it for an in-law suite, or I don't know that you can actually rent anything out in here. Coldstream Valley Estates, going to be R1 zoning. Bathrooms, nice upgrades for the downstairs for sure. Obviously done at a later date. Nice yard, as I said, it's going to be a flat yard. Nice trampoline area there, big garden. And that is 424 Scenic Drive in Coldstream Valley Estates. Sold for $1,050,000. And that's our list of what you can buy for $1 million. Contact us if you would like to have an ongoing list of these properties. And in the meantime, be sure to download our Vernon Relocation package at vernonrelocation.com.